What's up, YouTube? T Movies here. Now, I do love me some, animated shows and all. I grew up watching, Family Fair animated shows from Cartoon Network and all. But I do love me a good animated show for adults. I mean, these are animated shows that I guess some, kids usually do watch once in a while. But these are full-on shows for adults that tackle like some risque issues. And these are pretty much some of my favorite adult anime shows there are. Now, I actually made this list like not so long ago, but I kind of had to redo it because there are some other anime shows that I've seen recently that I was like, okay, I gotta add these. So anyway, with that being said, here's my 10 favorite animated shows for adults. All right, coming in at number 10, this show was just in the news this week because HBO Max is bringing it back. Number 10 goes to the Boondocks. Boondocks is awesome. I mean, some really great characters. You got Robert Granddad Freeman. You've got Huey, the 8-year-old kid Raleigh. This of course takes place during the suburb of Woodcrest, aka the Boondocks. And there's some really crazy subject matters. I mean, they even predicted the Popeyes chicken, not to mention. There's that. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the Boondocks, but yeah, man, I gotta rewatch the show again. I really quite enjoyed the Boondocks, and I was really happy when HBO Max announced this week that they're going to be reviving the show. Cannot wait to see the Boondocks back. It'll be interesting what I mean, the whole show pretty much tackles it does tackle race issues. It tackles rap culture. I mean, Boondocks is awesome. So if you guys never seen the Boondocks yet, give it a go. I mean, pretty cool theme song too. All right, coming in at number 9, I'm very disappointed Comedy Central got rid of this show. Number 9 is Brickleberry. Brickleberry, which featured the voice of Daniel Tosh as the role of the bear in this. Brickleberry is fan freaking awesome. I love the show. I mean, it's like a very R-rated version of Yogi Bear in a way. I mean, you got the National Park Ranger named Woody Johnson. You got some other interesting characters like like Steve Williams and all. A top ranger named Ethel Anderson. The show was, of course, co-executive produced by Dan Natosh, who voiced the role of the Bear O'Malley. I mean, Brickleberry was freaking awesome, and why did they got rid of it is still beyond me. And not to mention, the creator of Brickleberry also has another show on that's on Netflix called Paradise PD. That show is awesome as well. I didn't add it in my list because I was going to choose between Brickleberry or Paradise PD, but I chose Brickleberry because Brickleberry was awesome. I love to see a revival of this, whether it's a Comedy Central or Netflix picking up. I mean, this has some risque stuff in it, and yeah, if you guys never seen Brickleberry by now, it was a really funny show. Didn't last too long, but it was really good. All right, now coming in at number 8 is going to another Adult Swim show, and that is Home Movies. Now, Home Movies is about this young kid named Brandon Smart who loves making movies with his family's video camera, and so at the same time he must put up against with adults in his life, including his soccer coach as well as his divorced mother, and the whole series is pretty much about him taking home movies and all, and the soccer coach in this is voiced by H. John Benjamin. If you guys don't know who H. John Benjamin is, you'll notice his voice. Because this is the same guy who voices the entire role of Bob's Burger, and he voices Archer. And he also voiced that movie lover guy, Carl from a Family Guy. So, H. John Benjamin, Bob's Burger's cool, Archer's cool, but when I think of this guy, when I think of the voice of H. John Benjamin, I think of the soccer coach from Home Movies. I love to. They gotta bring the show back. They're talking about bringing Boondocks back. Do me a favor, bring Home Movies back. Home Movies was awesome. All right, Now, coming in at number 7, I was literally late to the party with the show, and that is BoJack Horseman. Now, this is a Netflix release, and I was really late to the party with BoJack Horseman. I mean, I didn't really like BoJack Horseman premiered a little late. I didn't really start watching until like later on, because I mean the show that kind of looked a little dumb, looked a little stupid, so I didn't really bother giving it a chance. But then I was like, okay, I'll probably give this BoJack Horseman show. Lots of people are loving it and all. It is getting brilliant. BoJack Horseman is such an awesome show. It has some of the, I mean, it's pretty much where this horse is like, it used to be like a one of the stars of a 90s sitcom, and now years later he's like a drunken, he's kind of a drunken loser really, and he makes terrible mistakes. I mean, BoJack Horseman features some really cool characters here. Like you've got characters like Princess Caroline, Mr. Peanut Butter, who is awesome. I love Mr. Peanut Butter. You've got Todd, voiced by Breaking Bad dude Aaron Paul. BoJack Horseman is, I mean, it's pretty much it's a show that lives in a world where people have relationships with animals. Like animals kind of control the world, and there's like people all around them as well. And BoJack Horseman is just, it's clever, it's funny, it's raunchy when it wants to be raunchy. Has some really great voice casts that appear once in a while. BoJack Horseman is super awesome, and cannot wait for the next season. I mean, I wonder when is the next season supposed to premiere. Usually BoJack Horseman always premieres like in September, so kind of weird they haven't announced a premiere date for this. But hopefully down the line we'll hear some sort of premiere date, because I love BoJack Horseman. TV star. Love that theme song too. Alright, coming in at number 6 is another Netflix release, and that is a really raunchy anime show called Big Mouth. I did not know much about Big Mouth when they first talked about it, but then I saw the trailer. I love the trailer, so I decided to check out Big Mouth, and I freaking love the show. It's pretty much where kids are like, dealing with puberty, and they have like hormone monsters and all. And the hormone monsters do some really risque stuff. I mean, yeah, and you got really cool voice cast that includes the likes of John Mulaney, Nick Kroll, Maya Rudolph, Jordan Peele, Richard Kind. The hormone monsters are they're some of the most dirtiest monsters you'll see. Like they'll do some really nasty, crazy stuff, and there's literally some of the most nastiest stuff you'll see in the show. Like I'm not kidding. There is literally, in a couple of the episodes, there have been like talking pubic hairs. I'm not making this up. There have been talking pubic hairs, a talking tampon, a vagina that ended up talking. I mean, this is one of Netflix's most weirdest shows, but I completely freaking love Big Mouth and cannot wait for season 3 to premiere. We're only a month away for season 3 to premiere, and that looks awesome. So, cannot wait to see the return of Big Mouth. Alright, coming in at number 5 is Shakua Wanua. Coming in at number 5 is, obviously, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's another Adult Swim show, and I freaking love Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I mean, who knew? Whoever knew that an anime show about food products could make a really funny show? I mean, the food that we're talking about includes a talking shake, a talking box of fries, and a talking meat named Meatwad. I mean, Aqua Teen, and they also live next door to a character named Carl, who Carl is awesome. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is brilliant. It is so funny. It's pretty raunchy when it wants to be raunchy. The characters all live in one environment. The characters are so awesome. I mean, shame the show didn't last as long. It lasted pretty good long, but Adult Swim or whatever has to revive Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It is such a brilliant show, and I still watch the reruns on Adult Swim once in a while. It's great. If you guys never seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force by now, give that one a shot. It's a really good one. Alright, coming in at number 4. Now, this is actually the show. This show is the reason why I had to redo this list. Because I was a little late to the party with the show. Because I didn't really start watching this show till like November last year, and I kind of made my, the first list of this like in September. So this is the kind of reason why I had to redo this. Number 4 goes to F is for Family. Alright. Anyway, F is for Family is one of Netflix's funniest shows. I cannot believe I waited this long to watch F is for Family. I've been hearing good stuff about F is for Family, but I kind of turned away from it because it didn't really all that great, to be honest with you. But then I was a little bored, and so I was like kind of in the mood to watch a adult anime show, and so I saw F is for Family. So I checked out F is for Family, and F is for Family is one of Netflix's most funniest and brilliant shows. This show actually made me become a fan of Bill Burr. Like, seriously, because of this show, I'm a fan of Bill Burr now. Bill Burr is one of the funniest comedians right now. I really love this guy. And, I mean, this show, of course, takes place in the 1970s, and it's actually inspired by the life of stand-up comic Bill Burr, who is co-creator and executive producer of the series. In it, Burr voices the character of Frank Murphy, who's really this short-tempered veteran who lives in the suburbs with his wife named Sue, voiced by Laura Dern, and their 3 kids. And Frank also works at an airport, and he mainly shouts in profanity at like whenever his kids and his wife and all does something dumb and all. He yells out some really cool profanities. I mean, probably the coolest line in this is, "I'll bust you through that fucking wall." Like, that's literally a line feature in this. And F is for Family, like, great voice cast too. You've got Justin Long, you've got Sam Rockwell, Vince Vaughn, you have David Koechner voicing the boss, Bob Pogo. You got Justin Long, by the way, voices the oldest son, Kevin Murphy. You also got Sam Rockwell voicing like a Matthew McConaughey type character of Vic. I mean, these characters are just hilarious, and I mean the character of Frank Murphy, he's probably one of my favorite one of my newer favorite animated TV dads. Frank Murphy is so awesome. I mean, he's a little bit like a mix of Al Bundy and Archie Bunker all rolled into one. And F is for Family is just one of the most brilliant anime shows I've seen. And, the Emmy nominations was announced not so long ago, and F is for Family did not get nominated, which, how on earth did F is for Family not get a nomination? It's beyond me, but, I mean, I don't even think this show should just get nominated. F is for Family should win an Emmy. Like, it's that good of a show. And, yeah, I mean, I really can't believe I waited this long to watch F is for Family. It's that good of a show, so. And sad to say we gotta wait for 2020 for season 4, but it's what it is, I guess. So. Alright. Now, coming in at number 3, I'm going with Rick and Morty. Now, this is another show I kind of was a little late to the party with. Like, I was way too late for Rick and Morty. Now, Rick and Morty premiered like in 2000. Now, Rick and Morty premiered like I believe in 2015 or 16, around the two. I didn't really start watching until a little later because really, kind of like the other shows, the show didn't really look all that great. It didn't look appealing to me, so I just tap out on it. Until, a lot of people kept saying, how great Rick and Morty is and got so many fanfares. So I was like, okay, I'll give the show a shot. Rick and Morty is freaking brilliant. I mean, yeah, Rick and Morty is like it's really like a ripoff of Back to the Future, but I don't care. I love Back to the Future shit. But Rick and Morty is definitely one of the funniest shows on Adult Swim. I mean, it's a really cool it's a cool time travel anime show. The character of Rick is hilarious. The Doc Brown inspired character Morty is really funny. Like Morty is one of the most funniest anime characters there is, and there's some really great episodes. I definitely like the pickle episode. That's pretty funny. But sadly, we had to wait till about 3 or 2 more years. The next season of Rick and Morty won't premiere until November, so a little bit of a long wait. But hopefully the wait will be worth it because Rick and Morty is one of the most popular shows right now. I would admit it's a bit overrated, but that being said, I think Rick and Morty is just brilliant. And if you guys, for whatever reason, if you've still never seen Rick and Morty by now, give it a shot. It's a really funny show. All right. Now coming in at number two and one was a little hard for me because these two I completely just love. But my number two favorite is obviously going to Seth MacFarlane's comedy hit, Family Guy. I mean, obviously you got to add Family Guy on this list. If you can't really do a best animated adult show list without adding Family Guy. I mean, you've got some really great characters. You've got Peter Griffin, Stewie. Stewie's pretty much a baby who wants to. At times he wanted to mainly kill his mother, and that's kind of messed up character. But he's been pretty decent lately. He hasn't really been talking about killing his mother in recent times. But anyway, Family Guy, they pretty much they go on their way to poke fun at just anything. And Family Guy, of course, first premiered in 1999, and the show's still going around. This year, Family Guy actually turns 20 years old. Wow, I feel old there. And I also quite love lots of these characters. Quagmire is great. Brian, Megs, Chris. I could go on. Maybe one of these days I'll do my 10 favorite Family Guy characters. I gotta do that one of these days. Because Family Guy is just one of the most clever animated shows there is. And I'm not gonna lie, I still like Family Guy. Even the new ones. Now, are the new ones as good as the old ones? Maybe not. But I still get a kick out of Family Guy when I watch it. And Seth MacFarlane, that dude is a genius. Whether he's doing American Dad, Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane's just a man. So, and next Sunday, Family Guy returns, by the way. So, cannot wait to see the return of Family Guy. Alright. Now, my number one favorite anime show for adults obviously goes to South Park. I was gonna pick maybe Family Guy for number one and South Park for number two, but I gotta pick South Park for number one. South Park is one of the most clever.
Come on.
Yeah. South Park is one of the most clever shows there is. They don't care. They'll poke fun at just anything. They'll poke fun at anything and anyone. Whether it's, people they poked fun at in the past included Paris Hilton. They poked fun at Bin Laden one time. They poked fun at Rob Reiner. They don't care who who likes it or not. They'll poke fun at just about anything and anyone, and that's what I love about South Park. And South Park, premiered in 1996 or 97, around the two, and the show's still going strong now. South Park returns this Wednesday, and South Park has also recently been renewed for not one but 3 more seasons to 2022. So South Park ain't never going anywhere. And Trey Parker and Matt Stone, those two are just straight up geniuses, and cannot wait to see what twisted stuff they have in their minds coming up for the next season of South Park. So So yeah, South Park is definitely my favorite animated show for adults. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10, The Boondocks. 9, Brickleberry. 8, Home Movies. 7, BoJack Horseman. 6, Big Mouth. 5, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. 4, F is for Family. 3, Rick and Morty. 2, Family Guy. 1, South Park. Now, there's a few other ones I probably could have went and added. Let me pull up the credit list. Let's see. American Dad's a good one. I was gonna choose, like, I still probably prefer Family Guy over American Dad, but American Dad's okay. The Cleveland Show's pretty decent. Let's see. Now, most people probably look at this video and be like, hey, where's The Simpsons? I don't see The Simpsons on your list. I'm going to say something unpopular. I know, this is going to be unpopular to say. I'm not really the biggest Simpsons guy. You know, I've seen episodes of Simpsons. Simpsons is okay and all, but to be honest, I kind of like these 10 slightly more better. I mean, The Simpsons was a groundbreaking show, and it's still going strong. I mean, Simpsons has predicted the future and all, but really, I was never much of a Simpsons guy, so that's gonna make me unpopular. But also, I like Futurama. Actually, I think Futurama is a better show than Simpsons. To be honest, yeah. There's also Legend at Chamberlain Heights is a really good one. Shame that they got rid of that so easy. Beavis and Butthead was great. I quite like Beavis and Butthead. Celebrity Deathmatch, which I guess you could count animated. The Critic, which they need to bring that show back. I mean, with everything, like with every popular movies coming out today, and with the way films has been around, they gotta bring The Critic back. Let's see, Dilbert was a good one. Happy Tree Friends was for adults. I thought that was a kids show. But anyway, King of the Hill. I like King of the Hill. I mean, King of the Hill is great. What else? The PJs is a good one. Space Ghost to Coast. Remember Space Ghost to Coast? That's a good one. Let's see. What else is here? Afro Samurai. Archer. I could have had that one. Castlevania. That's actually not all that bad. There's Clerks the animated series. Let's see. Drawn Together. There was a Friday animated series. Why did I never hear that? What else is here? There's some pretty good ones. But let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite animated shows for adults? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movies signing off.